Only the fuel cap on this side, white contour. So overall, I'm very convinced. Hello guys, welcome to MercBenzKing. Today we are finally here with the all-new CLA combustion variant. This is the CLA 200 4MATIC. As you can see, we are in beautiful Austria near Innsbruck on the way to Hochgurgel. And yes, I will show you driving, exterior, interior, special gadgets for the new 2026 model. And I can already tell you, it is exactly the same, or it actually uses all the benefits from the electric variant. You can already see that here in the front. It has the one line for the headlights. The grille obviously changed a little bit because it now needs the air to cool the engine. And in the interior wise, we have exactly the same. So also free space under the center console. Definitely a huge plus. And I'm very excited and proud to show you the combustion variant, guys. I really waited for this. It actually has a new Mercedes-Benz engine, the new M code. It is a 1.5 liter, powerful enough, I will show you that during the driving. And it uses the hybrid function a little bit different, more biased towards the motor itself, and it really uses the electric power to reduce the average fuel consumption. Beautiful for in the city. It doesn't need the rear axle steering because the turning radius is already just like the A classes we know from back in the days. This is now the entrance Mercedes-Benz with high quality, high options. For example, the wipers now have this S-Class like feature. When you hold it for a few seconds, it uses the hot wiper fluid. Amazing. And after a few seconds, it will wipe it again, so you are ready to go on the way. It uses around 30 seconds, just like in the S-Class. And this is amazing to have it. And this is just amazing to have it on the CLA. And that takes us over to the interior. And first of all, the seamless door handles. They just fold inside and out. So you can just open it like that. The window is not connected to the B-pillar, so a lot of space to enter. And yes, we have beautiful seats with a two-tone color, a huge panoramic roof that unfortunately is not able to open or close, but for that you have a huge benefit of a lot of view for the rear passengers. And these seats are half fabric, half Napa leather. Beautiful, also very sportive with the red contours. Then we have the interior, new steering wheel, and also the center console part that I talked about with a lot of storage space underneath. And of course the large digital screens. Amazing. Around 90% is the same as the electric vehicle, but you can't have it all. For example, the frunk. Now you have to release it by pulling 2 times. Since you have a combustion motor variant, and this is the motor, it is a little bit high, I would say, also a little bit skewed, but this is the petrol version, 1.5 liters. Amazing. Beautiful headlights, by the way, and this design you will see back in later models of Mercedes-Benz. So let's close it. So let's have a look at what is under the trunk. I will open it, but first it says there CLA 200. We have the swooping line also for the tail light. 4MATIC. And let's push the button. So we have 2 suitcases that fit perfectly. Around 400 liters of trunk capacity. You can also push the seats forward via the second row. There is no exhaust pipes, also no design for it. So it's really the same design as the electric What makes this hybrid really different compared to the predecessors is that I would say it is a mild hybrid, because there is no charging connector, only the fuel cap on this side. But still you can drive it fully electric. So that is really the difference. Amazing view, guys, with the blue lake. And these are the Napa leather seats. Or it looks like Napa leather, I'm not really sure. You can ask me in the comment section below, I will find it out. But nice two-tone combination, beautiful stitching in red. And it looks like carbon fiber, but it is definitely not. But it still looks beautiful. Then there is a flat, almost flat center console. This is also a difference because the electric version is fully flat. Here not. But still enough space for the rear passengers, especially with a beautiful large panoramic roof. So let's take it for a drive, guys. I will just put my foot on the brake and put it into drive. And there the engine automatically starts. There is no more start button, as we are used to here at the center console or somewhere. You do have the engine button over here that looks just like a laptop start button. And now we will drive off in full electric mode. But I have to be honest, something really changed with the new hybrid version. The engine took over. This is the petrol engine. And when I started driving from the airport of Innsbruck on the way to Hochgurgel, I had a range of 608 kilometers. Now it is around 575, that looks very good. If I hit dynamic select, you can change it to sport, eco, individual or comfort. And it used to have also the full electric dynamic select or the electric hold, which is now gone. So it is now either in comfort, sport or eco mode. Also on these roads, the winding roads, you will basically not drive fully electric. It is always a combination of combustion engine and electric, which reduces the average fuel consumption drastically. So we have beautiful scenery over here in Austria. Very nice winding roads. And the CLA 200 is the smaller engine. There is also the CLA 220. But the 200 is definitely enough for just cruising around. And the new Mercedes CLA, this new architecture, is the start for the MBOS, which is the operating system. You can basically compare it with AI. It has a voice assistant, which is just like ChatGPT, but it uses the Gemini variant with Google Maps. So it's a real different experience. Beautiful mountains over there. We have the passenger screen too. It is currently set to our vehicle. But of course I cannot change it, but if there's a passenger sitting next to you, he or she can go into different options, apps, play games, watch YouTube, Disney Plus and whatsoever. And the turning radius is amazing. So it has a turning radius comparable to a Smart on the road. Amazing. Overall, I'm very convinced about the CLA. Definitely as an entrance Mercedes-Benz. And you get so much for it. There's also the magic. That means that the wish washers, they actually function like this. Amazing scenery, guys. Looks beautiful here in the forest, high in the mountains. And I'm actually very happy to see that the combustion engine, the combustion variant of the CLA has the same design as the electric one. We have a lot of storage space down here, so this is free. It is called the floating center console. So there's more storage space. Some of the things I don't really like, but you have to get used to, is that there is no more buttons for the memory seats or the heated seats. It is now all in the display. And then we come to the operating part, because you can only operate the center screen with touchscreen. So no more touchpad down here. You can't control it with the buttons on the steering wheel. It is now only in this way. And then for the seats you have to go to settings, or there's a seat button on the right. There you can change the memory part, even massage function. So you're basically all taken care of. But I can imagine you're just searching for the buttons. And therefore we luckily have the voice control, which is the Mercedes-Benz, I would say, AI function, the operating system. So you can just say, "Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?"
Activate the warm massage function.
Okay, just activating the massage for you now.
And also give me a recommendation for a nice restaurant on the road. Hey Mercedes.
Yes.
Give me a recommendation for a nice restaurant that offers a nice view. It should be on the road.
I can suggest Kuttier Dorfstadel, a restaurant with rustic units with kitchenettes in a casual ski and ski out apartment hotel with dining and a terrace. Reviews mention that the view is beautiful. Would you like to go there?
Cancel. Awesome guys, so you see it is very advanced, this voice assist. So now let's enjoy the view and the drive. Now on the way up I consumed around, on average, 7.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is understandable since we are going up on the mountain. And guys, I finally figured it out. I asked Mercedes, because I was indeed surprised. We have a hybrid right here without plug-in. And this is again, since a while that Mercedes reintroduces hybrid version without plug-in. The last time was with the S-Class in 2017-18, and now we have it back in 2025-26. So what Mercedes has done is that they use the electric motor in the gearbox. It has 3 clutches. That means you have always this electric power, but you can also fully drive electric without the engine running. Only up until 22 kilowatts. So you will see when you go downhill coasting, it will switch from all the way down, so the engine off, to electric mode. And that really ensures that the fuel consumption is reduced to below 5 liters per 100 kilometers. And check out this steering wheel with white contour so around it, and the black interior. This is the two-tone color. Then we have more bright seats with this Artico leather, and no more gloss black, so you can now choose, for example, this paper-like. And we have, of course, storage space underneath. Awesome. And even though this is not an electric car, it is like fully petrol, only with a small electric engine at the gearbox, it still makes this electric sound. You can actually hear that when it is parked like this. This is the Patagonian red color. Indeed, for the petrol, we have open grille with small Mercedes stars. And still the one line for the headlights. And this is the new design of Mercedes-Benz with the Mercedes stars on the sides. You will see this also in coming models, so just stay tuned for the S-Classes, the SUVs, and many more models. Another thing I'm not really a fan of is that you can't open or close the panoramic roof anymore. And this is all because there is no more center part. But the positive side is that you have an immense panoramic roof. It is huge. Definitely nice for the rear passengers because they have so much view of the mountains around us. Amazing. And for the CLA shooting brake and also the GLC, there's also the option for stars. And you can also make it more transparent or reduce the light entering. And these seats are also very comfortable. I really love the leather. You can also go for the Napa leather. And they really hug you well. It is high standard seats. Great quality. And also the driving itself, it is very silent in the interior, so great isolation. We have a call button for telephone and also some arrows up and down, and that basically controls the center console, the gauges in the center. You can have, for example, the navigation view. If you go to the right or left, you can change the full design. So right now it shows if it recognizes any cars or people or bicycles or whatsoever with the sensors. Since we are driving here in the beautiful forest area, there is nothing around us. And I was really confused when I started driving the CLA hybrid, since it is called the hybrid and you don't have a charging connector. This is a new system, guys. It is basically the mild hybrid, as you know, so it gives some little bit electric power, but the difference here is it can drive fully electric if you don't need that much power. And that we couldn't do before on the mild hybrid EQ boost kind of Mercedes cars. And that really is a value add for the average fuel consumption. It drastically changes it. So yes, it is hard to drive fully electric constantly. It will always combine it with the engine. Then the turning radius is amazing, guys. It just feels like a Smart. You can turn around many circles without using the rear axle steering. It doesn't need it. It is amazing how tight you can take corners. So guys, thanks for watching MercBenzKing. I hope you liked the video with the combustion engine CLA, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.